No, it's your fault. No, it's my fault. No, it's the way I was. It's the way I grew up. It's their fault. I wonder if we ever take responsibility for ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah! Good morning, beautiful people. It is Thursday. Can you believe it? So, our culture loves to blame everybody else except for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I'm this way because my parents did this. Well, I'm this way because I was born with it.
He
Well,
made me do it.
he made me do it. She made me do it. The devil made me do it. God made me do it. Everybody else, it's their fault except you.
Yeah, come to a middle school classroom. I'll tell you, that's literally what I hear all day long.
Yeah. My dog ate my homework. Well, sometimes literally they did, but where did you put the homework? So it's really your fault. And then you have parents of these kids who blame the teacher, blame the system, blame maybe the kid, blame everybody else except they're the ones who did bad parenting. Or you have society saying, well, it's Russia's fault, it's this fault, it's their fault. We're crashing because it's the president's fault or it's Congress's fault. You know, you live in America, you have freedom, you can actually do things to make changes. The ultimate thing that people hate is me preaching that you are responsible for you. Okay? There are things you cannot change, and I agree with that. You can pray about it. God can change it. You don't have to worry about it because you really can't change it. Okay? But there are a lot of things that we go through that it's our fault. It's our choice. It's our responsibility. And so, in Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 32, this is so cool. Like, Levites really didn't have to do anything except serve God in the temple or the tabernacle. And all they had to do was represent the people to God in their sacrifices, in their daily, their monthly, the celebrations, the once a year in the Holy of Holies. I mean, they were busy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, they couldn't let the lamp light out. They had to fill the oil. They had to make the bread. I mean, they had a job. Okay, it was rotation, and they definitely had a job. And so they didn't have any land to claim, and they didn't have any money, and they didn't have any food because they didn't have any land to plant the food. So God prepared the people. When they sacrificed, then the Levites could take some of that sacrifice and eat it. They would be provisioned a section, not that they own that section, but to live. And then they got paid by the people. And they never had to worry about money. Check this out. This is really cool. The Israelites, all these camps, I mean, these are this is almost 1 million people. And they say this: we assume the responsibility, I wish people would say that today. We assume the responsibility for carrying out the commands to give 1/3 of a shekel each year for the service of the house of our God. Now, that seems a very little, but when you multiply that by 1 million, okay, that's a lot of money, okay? And so they took the responsibility of saying, look, they are representing us to God, they're doing this work, they're doing this wonderful thing. They need to get paid. They need to get paid a good salary, a good payment, because they're representing us, and we're assuming the responsibility to pay them what they're worth or more. And I think that's a really cool idea. I really believe that if if we had more people in the church assume the responsibility to pay preachers or pastors or missionaries more than they ever are worth, then they could just ultimately preach everywhere, all times. That's all their job would be. And I think that's a really cool concept. So, my ultimate goal is saying this. My encouragement to you is take responsibility where you can. It is your responsibility to help others. It is your responsibility how you react to others. The whole Bible is really saying it's how you react, not how other people react to you. So humble yourself to other people, serve God, serve others, and humble yourself. I love you. Jesus loves you too. You have a great Thursday. Bye-bye.